we have the Warmaster roll board.
Yeah.
So he's in charge of the troops' morale and training for the most part. And he has the ability to make the warband overall much stronger. So instead of talking about renown bonus first, I'm going to kind of talk about how he has to set up his board, because it's based off of what's happened through the other player's setup at the start of the game. You'll see that we have morale, the warband, and training. So morale will always start off at +1, then we'll go to the warband. This is based off the keeper of names, how many troops he's got. It could be, 0, 1, or 2. This is that number that was on the left side of the column that we showed earlier. There's like, hey, it said warband strength, because this is kind of like the default. Like, hey, the keeper of names didn't really buy anybody, nothing extra, so we're at a 1 strength. And then training also starts off at 1. Now, the next thing that you have to do is you have to add the numbers from this. So we have a +1, a 1, and a 1, right? So that's a total of 3. We would look at the banner rank of the warband. And if you can see here, bronze 1 through 4, right? Well, we have 3. So this is where that token goes. The warband strength is a bronze banner rank. So now we'll talk about the followers that benefit the Warmaster the most, and those are the war leaders. Having a war leader will increase the banner rank of the warband by 1. Right now, in this scenario, we have 2 war leaders. So remember, we were at 3, now we're at 4. 5 puts us up to silver banner rank, and now the warband is much stronger.
And if you're wondering what these little letters are,
these are found on the back side of the board. They're kind of like call-outs to be like, hey, what's the A section? Oh, renown bonus. You go to the back side of this board when you're during setup, and you'll say like, oh, it's just going to tell you more about renown bonus.
It just explains that little section.
Yep.
And so in this case, section E here will tell you what Kenny just said about the war leaders, and so for each war leader, it raises it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we had 2 other war leaders in the camp because of followers were hired by other people, the warband strength would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're still in silver, but we're very close to gold. Why does that matter?
It's all part of his renown bonus, because the better the warband is, the more renown bonus he gets at the end of a camp action.
Yeah, it's his economy.
Yep. And you can see that in his renown bonus at the start here. So it's like at the end of each camp, gain renown equal to the banner rank bonus. Oh, we're at 3. He would gain 3 renown tokens, right? Because he actually is doing a very good job right now. So camp actions, it's called Inspire. He can spend renown to raise morale, which is here. Right now it's at its highest. But if the warband was at -1 morale due to choices in events or, memories of the fallen triggering and people dying,
right,
this number is going to keep going down. As you can see, it's 0, not too bad. -1, okay. But then it starts doubling. And when you start getting into these numbers, the warband strength is going to start dropping down into bronze and then disorder. And disorder is a lose condition of the game.
Right. So, yeah, it doesn't matter if you have maximum tenths of guys. If everyone hates being there,
right, they're just going to cancel each other out.
You have a warband strength of 1 because of the training, 2, 3 because of the leader.
You're in bronze, and if you're in fall events or winter, you are going to die because you'll be put into disorder. The warband will be destroyed, and you'll cry.
Yeah, you're at the beginning. You're high morale because you've not done anything yet.
You haven't seen any of the horrors of battle.
Morale goes down as much as, if not more than, the quartermaster's supplies. It's just an easy, morale goes down 1 level. Oh, boom.
Yep.
Morale goes down 1 level. Boop. Oh, and the only way to gain it back is the camp action.
Right, and he can't solely decide to raise the morale. The Thane also has to contribute to this. So if I spend, let's just say I'm here at -1, and I spend 2 renown, the Thane has to also spend 2 renown if we want to raise this up 2 levels.
Right.
If the Thane's like, I'm only spending 1, then you're like, okay.
I'll spend 1.
I'll spend 1 and we'll go to here, but it's on you, man.
That's why there's the Warmaster and the Thane icon by that.
Yep.
And then the tents, obviously.
Right, the tents are for the keeper names, and the warband training is only responsible, or the Warmaster is the only one responsible for that. And you can see that in his city action. So for each renown he has...
Let's just go ahead and spend 3.
Yeah, he can gain 1 level of training. So he spent 3 there. We're at 1, we go to 2, 3, and as you can see, the jump goes from 3 to 6, which is huge.
So let's calculate it. Yeah.
All right.
So 1,
2, and 6. So we are at 8, plus 2 for war leaders. That's 9, 10, which is gold banner rank.
Which gives him 4 renown.
But it also allows him to reduce losses from troops, which is the only time that your guys get good enough to actually reduce the loss from a war event is when you're at gold banner rank, and it's hard to maintain.
And these ranks also automatically provide bonuses to group willpower.
So during the group willpower section of a skirmish, Warmaster is allotted a number of group willpower based on the current banner rank. So if we're at bronze, we only get 1 group willpower. If we're at silver, right, we get 2. And then if we actually get to gold, he gets 3. And this is free for him. However, he does have the ability, like, guys, I think we're going to use a lot of group willpower here. He could spend 1 run renown at this time to gain additional group willpower. And I'll go ahead and spend 2, fill it out. He can never have more than 5. So now we have 5 group willpower going into the skirmish. You're like, group willpower, why do I need that? Well, each of the bannermen and followers have abilities that they can perform. Bannermen have willpower at the beginning, and they can kind of activate their own abilities. However, followers do not have willpower naturally. They can only use their abilities if there's a group willpower pool.
The war leader here, he doesn't gain renown, but he can hit 2 adjacent targets. And so when you're really outnumbered, being able to spend 1 renown and have your follower attack multiple people is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, the higher level, like elite skirmishes, are going to have the warband probably outnumbered at least 2 to 1.
Probably 3 to 1.
Right.
We fought
we fought a regular encounter.
It wasn't even an elite
Yeah.
encounter. It was just regular, and we went in there with some silvers and some bronzes, and we got smoked.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't really as close as it even looked, because
There was no way we could have pulled it out.
even after the second loss, because we didn't have the right ranks, we didn't have high enough rank on our followers, and we also didn't have high enough rank on our bannermen.
Warmaster, he's controlling the strength of the warband. I mean, he is really affected by the Thane's capability of spending renown to keep morale up.
Right.
And he has his own responsibilities of making sure they're trained, which means he's trying to talk to the Keeper of Names to buy seasoned troops instead of regular ones. Because let's say we're at this 6, right? Oh, Keeper of Names hires 100 clansmen only of untrained troops. We just lost 3 ranks in our banner ranks for the warband. And that's a pretty heavy blow. It would take us right down to silver, and we'd be close to getting into dropping to bronze if we had a bad war event.
Right. And, 100 untrained troops doesn't even necessarily mean you're going to go up on warband.
No. You have to hire a significant amount of troops in order for this to actually move spaces.
And then you go to the next event and you just dog out on morale.
Right, and so you canceled it out. And the Warmaster just gives everyone the George Washington.
That's right.